Hello everyone. In this session, we'll discuss word problems based on quadratic equations. In previous session, we discussed word problems based on quadratic equation. This is continuation to previous session. Please refer to previous parts of the tutorial before proceeding. Let's solve question number 1. The sides of an equilateral triangle is shortened by 12 units, 13 units and 14 units respectively. And a right triangle is formed. The side of equilateral triangle is. In previous session, we discussed questions based on numbers, and this question is completely different from the questions which we have discussed, right? So here, initially it's an equilateral triangle, and when sides are reduced, now the new triangle is right triangle. So when it is mentioned it as a right triangle means it satisfies Pythagoras theorem, right? So let's solve this question from the answers. Let initially the side of equilateral triangle be 17 units. According to the question, now the sides of right triangle are 17 minus 12. As it is given, it is shortened, right? So 17 minus 12, which is nothing but 5. And one more side is 17 minus 13, it is 4. And 17 minus 14, it is 3. Let's see whether this is satisfying Pythagoras theorem or not. So this is a larger side, right? 5. So we'll take it as hypotenuse. So 5 square. So this will be equals to base square plus perpendicular square, right? According to Pythagoras theorem. So which is nothing but 5 square is 25, 4 square is 16 plus 3 square is 9, which is nothing but 25. So it is satisfying. So we can say that answer is A, right? If you want to write in the form of equation, then it's given that sides of equilateral triangle. So we'll take it as let equilateral triangle side be x. Now the new sides are, it is reduced by 12 units. So x minus 12, x minus 13 and x minus 14. So according to the question, it is a right triangle now, right? Then x minus 12 square will be equals to x minus 13 square plus x minus 14 square. On further simplification, we'll get x value, which is nothing but side of an equilateral triangle, right? Let's look into question number 2. This is based on price of a quantity, which is completely different from the previous question which we have discussed. So it's given that certain quantity of sugar costs rupees 80. We don't know the quantity, but its rupees are 80. If the cost reduces by 4 rupees, we can buy 1 kg more sugar with the same money. What is the original cost of sugar per kg? So we have to find out original quantity, original cost of the sugar. Let original cost of sugar be x. Fine. So let cost of sugar is x. Then how much quantity we will get for 80 rupees? It is nothing but the amount how much we are spending, 80 divided by cost of 1 kg sugar, that is x. By that we will get the quantity, that is how much we will get for rupees 80. Now the point is when it is reduced by 4 rupees. Now what is the cost of the sugar? Now it is x minus 4. But the amount what we are spending is same, right? So it is, now the quantity is 80 divided by x minus 4. But what's the relationship between this changed quantity and the original quantity? It is given that we are getting 1 kg more. That means this I can equate it to 80 by x plus 1, right? For the same amount, we are getting 1 kg more when the price is reduced by 4 rupees, right? Let us simplify further. So on the left hand side, it will be 80 plus x divided by x is equals to 80 divided by x minus 4. Let us do cross multiplication. So it results 80 plus x into x minus 4, which is nothing but 80 into x minus 320 plus x square minus 4x. This is equals to 80x. If you observe here, we can cancel out these two. So the remaining quadratic equation is x square minus 4x minus 320 is equals to 0. We'll factorize this quadratic equation. So in the middle we have to get 4, and once we multiply those two numbers we should get 320. So we'll consider it as 16 and 20, so that 20 minus 16 is 4 and 20 into 16 is 320. As it is minus, so we'll take greater number as minus, plus 16x minus 320 is equals to 0. By considering x as common, x minus 20 plus 16 common, x minus 20, this is equals to 0. So which implies x minus 20 is equals to 0, or x plus 16 is equals to 0, which is nothing but x is equals to 20 or minus 16, right? But the cost of the sugar cannot be negative, so the answer is 20. Therefore, x is equals to rupees 20, right? Let's look into one more different type of question. Third question, this is based on roots of the equation. It's given that if one root of 7x square plus 7x plus k is equals to 0 is the reciprocal of the other, then the value of k is. Roots of the quadratic equation what we assumed are alpha, and it's given that one is the reciprocal of the another, then another root will be 1 by alpha. As we know that product of roots is nothing but alpha into 1 by alpha is nothing but constant divided by coefficient of x square. So in this particular case, constant is k divided by coefficient of x square is 7, right? So then on the left hand side it is 1. 1 is equals to k by 7, or we can write it as k is equals to 7, right? So the answer is B, right? In next session we'll discuss cubic equations. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.